Washington Caps, Flyers from Philly tonight. Discover Card Key Matchup. Get your free credit scorecard today. Includes your FICA credit score. Checks your scorecard. Won't hurt your credit. Learn more. Discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply. Rob Parker, very good today. So, here's something we know about football in general, certainly in college, absolutely in the pros. Generally, the first year you take over a football team, little bit of a mess. Belichick first year in Cleveland, mess. Belichick first year in New England, mess. Takes a while to get your culture in. Tom Coughlin first year with the Giants, bad. Parcells first year with the Giants, bad. Nick Saban first year Alabama, not great. Urban Meyer's one of the rare guys that wins right out of the gate everywhere. By and large, first year's a mess. Got to get rid of coaches, got to create your own culture, got to get some bad guys out of the locker room, got to draft your own guys, got to trade free agent your own guys, got to get all the coaches in. It's a mess. I'm okay with it. I never judge coaches after the first year. But what I need to see by year 2 is a plan. What's your plan? Or are you just making it up? Because Saban, Coughlin, Parcells, Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys, 1-15. Then the trades. He had a plan. So here's the 4 things we know, facts about Jon Guden. He's the most criticized coach in the NFL last year. He's got a big, healthy TV ego. He's accumulated a bunch of good draft picks, and he got rid of 2 stars, both dominated. Can't dispute any of those. Those are all true right now. Here's the one thing that's also said about him that I think is disputable. He's got a plan. Belichick, anti-star, only pay the quarterback. Got a plan. All right. Well, he has accumulated a lot of picks. He did get rid of 2 stars to get more picks. But if the Raiders and Jon Gruden, and he has more control than any coach in the NFL, including Belichick, he's drafting the players, it's his organization. He's got 9 years left on his contract, going nowhere. If he goes out and gets Antonio Brown, he doesn't have any plan. He's just making it up as he goes. He doesn't have any plan. Because Antonio Brown, you had 2 stars, both great guys, both great in the locker room, both with no baggage. You got rid of both. So one of the reasons that I've said I got to kind of wait on Gruden, I don't think this is going to work long term, but I got to wait is I watched Coughlin, I watched Parcells, I watched Jimmy, I watched Pete Carroll, both at USC and Seattle. I watched Belichick, Cleveland, New England. First year's ugly. First year's messy. I mean, if you're a CEO and you take over an organization, it takes you a year to hire all your people and to change a losing culture into a winning culture. Go to Barry Alvarez at Wisconsin. Go to anywhere. It's very rare that you just walk in, oh, I got my quarterback, got my coach, got my coordinator. Doesn't work that way. It almost never works that way. It does sometimes. Generally, you know, you got the quarterback in place, got a good GM, and you got a little momentum, new guy, everybody listens to you. But if Gruden goes out and gets Antonio Brown, he's telling you, he doesn't have any plan. He's just making this crap up as he goes. Because this doesn't make any sense. You had a good receiver without any baggage. Amari Cooper's one of the good guys. Amari Cooper's coachable. Amari Cooper wants to fit in. Amari Cooper works hard. Amari Cooper doesn't talk to the media. Even with the Cowboys, Amari Cooper, doesn't talk much. So I think there's a real danger here because there are certain things we absolutely know about Gruden. But Gruden, there's still a part of the media that is like, they don't want to crush him yet because he does have a bunch of draft picks. And there is sort of a New England feel here to it, which is I'll have a star quarterback, and then I'm just going to get a bunch of good football players, keep my team mostly affordable, nimble, can move off guys. That feels very New England. I mean, that's kind of what New England does. We'll pay the quarterback, we'll negotiate with everybody else. And even with our quarterback, we'll negotiate with him. That's called a plan. You got Antonio Brown. There's no plan here. They're just like, hey, we'll take him. That's not a plan. That's what bad teams do in the NFL.
I don't know if the New England get in line, don't celebrate the stars thing is really the formula for Las Vegas.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Gruden himself, let's be honest, New England, the 2 stars are Brady and Belichick. if the Raiders go 2 stars or Gruden and Derek Carr.
Yeah, I would say the 2 names. Brady's the star. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would not go to a football game to see Belichick.
No, but he's kind of he's the centerpiece of the culture. And
no, that's for sure. It's his team.
I want to shift to this. So there is a report this morning that at least one NFL team says the Arizona Cardinals are shopping Josh Rosen. And I want to add some context to Josh Rosen, who now suddenly is just terrible according to everybody. Warren Sharpe is very good, a football analytics guy, and was posting some things last night about Josh Rosen, defending Josh Rosen, that he switched coordinators midseason, played behind the NFL's worst pass-protecting O-line. Of any rookie quarterback, faced the most top 15 pass defenses, had the worst rushing attack in the league, and was faced with 8.4 yards to go on third down on average, most in the NFL. Bottom line is, nothing went right. I want to remind people that Jared Goff went 0-7 his first year, 5 TD, 7 picks. Mitch Trubisky went 4-8, and in 12 games, inexplicably, threw only 7 touchdown passes, 7 picks. Rookie quarterback. Josh Rosen, and I'll stamp it here, is absolutely better than at least 7 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. He is better than Andy Dalton. He is better than Ryan Tannehill. He is better than Blake Bortles. He is better than Colt McCoy, who will start for Washington. He's better than Case Keenum. He's better than Marcus Mariota. And I'll say it right now, he's better than Eli Manning. I absolutely believe that. Now, do I worry about his body, which is brittle? Been saying that from day one. If he fails, it will not be his ego. It will be, he got hurt playing tennis. He used to be a great tennis player. He's not thick. The neck, the shoulders. I think he's an absolutely perfect quarterback in New England. It's an academic system. He's smart. Belichick, somebody he'd respect and listen to. They always have good offensive lines and protect their quarterback. And his family, Rosen's family, a lot of it goes back to the Massachusetts area, comfortable, been there, and New England's got 12 draft picks and all sorts of stuff. I think he's great in New England. But before we bury Josh Rosen, I would this morning, if I was New England, give up my 2nd-round pick to get him. Absolutely. They have 12 picks, 6 in the first 3 rounds. I'd give up a 2nd-round pick for him. I think he's better than every single quarterback in this draft. I absolutely do. Now, brittle, concerned, absolutely. Hour 2 next, The Herd.